Hi guys, it's Nico. Today I would like to build a super targeted framework that writes product descriptions for musical instruments. Let's suppose we want to write a product description for this electric guitar by Awesome Guitar Designs. And I wrote down a list of possible features already. Well, actually, AI wrote it. The first thing you can do in Closers Copy is you go to Frameworks and browse through the community library and search for product descriptions. And you will find a lot of frameworks already made by the community that you can use right away. For example, if I search product description, you will find a Udemy style product description, controlled, one that is creative, Amazon product descriptions, short and deep product descriptions, jewelry product descriptions, and many more. See, you already have a lot of frameworks available at your fingertips. But today I would like to build a new framework specifically trained on musical sample data, and that's what I mean by super targeted frameworks. I start my journey by browsing the Amazon bestseller page. On this page, you find all these best-selling products organized in categories. For example, bestsellers in baby, bestsellers in health and household, bestsellers in camera and photo products. And my assumption here is that best-selling products probably have some decent copy to their listing. So what I did is I went to this musical instruments category and I browsed the pages and selected 3 products that would have a feature list and a product description. I ended up with a microphone, a keyboard, and these studio monitors. All these products have a feature list and they have a product description that we can use as our sample data. That's basically the idea, so let's get started. The first sample is this HyperX Quadcast microphone. Let's copy the product name and paste it on our canvas. And right away we can add a label to it. In case you have no idea what I'm talking about, I suggest to head over to closerscopy.com/help and go to frameworks and then customize. On that page, you will get a step-by-step training on what I'm doing right now. By the way, these labels can be anything that helps AI to understand the context. The next label is features. Let's make this bold so you can see it better. Okay, let's head back to Amazon and copy the feature list. And I'm going to reformat this and turn it into a comma-separated list. Lastly, we need the description. Back to Amazon, let me scroll down and copy the description over here. This is around 1,000 characters, which might be a little bit too long because we want to use 3 samples and we have a character limit of 5,000 characters in total. So we might need to shorten it a bit, but for now, let's move on. Let's add the stop sequence and continue with the second sample. That's the Rock Jam keyboard. Features. This list is a little bit more extensive. I'm going to remove the product name and reformat the list a bit. Alright, we have the product name, the features, and now comes the description. Back to Amazon, I'm going to scroll down and copy the description. For my sample data, I tend to remove the line breaks. Again, 1400 characters is a little bit too long because we want to have one more sample, but we can only use 5000 characters in total when building a framework. But for now, let's move on. Okay, we definitely have a limitation problem here. It's already around 5700 characters, and even if I only look at the instruction length, it is still over 5000 characters, so we need to trim the instruction a bit. This feature list over here is pretty long. And this one too. I'm going to cut off some features and let's shorten the description a little bit as well. You know what? Let's make all descriptions around 800 characters. Finally, let's add the inputs to our instruction. Again, if this looks cryptic to you, you may want to check out closerscopy.com/help first and then come back to this video. And that's about it for the instruction. Now let's create the example input. Input 1 is the product name. And input 2 is the comma-separated feature list. That's about it. Let's select everything and copy it. I'm creating a new framework and paste this in. Move the example input to the example field and give the framework a name and a category. The length is around 800 characters. And that's all to it. Let's test this. I accidentally closed my browser and screwed up the first generation. So this is actually my second try. There it is. Let's read it out. The electric guitar is an important instrument in the modern music world. The best electric guitars can easily be found at Amazon. I don't know about that one. With an assortment of different models, you will find one that suits your needs perfectly. Now, I don't necessarily like how this description starts, but I pretty much like the rest of it. The sound hole is shaped like a heart, so it can easily be seen from all angles and also helps reduce unwanted reflections on the sound. This sound part is very good, but of course you have to check if this is actually true. Overall, I think it's a good description, and I would like to check how many of my features are included. The guitar has a traditional shape. I saw that one over here. The strings are made of nylon and have a stainless steel bridge. The bridge is made of metal and the strings are made of nylon. Alright. This guitar has a 12 frets neck. I don't think we have this one, so maybe we would add this ourselves. The sound hole is shaped like a heart. Yes, we already talked about this one. The body is made of wood. The neck is made of solid wood while the body is made of soft wood. Alright, it's included, but I guess you have to be in the industry to judge if this is really the case. The guitar is made of high quality parts that will last a long time. I don't think this was mentioned. So unfortunately I had to make another cut here because I received a personal email on my screen. But let's have a look at the second result. Oh, this one actually includes the 12 frets neck. So maybe it would be a good idea to merge the first and the second description. It also talks about the high quality parts that will last a long time. So yes, it would be a good idea to merge the two if you want to mention all features. If you are new to Closers Copy, you should know that you can click Write for Me over and over again, and the framework will always give you a fresh and unique product description based on your inputs. For example, if you want to write a product description for a drum set, you can simply change the name and the feature list and hit Write for Me over and over again. So all the stuff we just did, we only had to do this once. We've created ourselves a reusable framework that we can use over and over again.